a dichotomy, no? We have like parties of people that think no periodization and yes periodization. Here in Italy, in Europe, well, the most prevalent party is no periodization, no strength periodization, and so it's a little bit difficult. What do you think? Maybe you've worked or you've seen, you have the experience in sports with a longer competitive phase, which is not, of course, football, American football. But what do you think about strength periodization in competitive season?
Yeah, so we could go down a lot of rabbit holes there. For us, for baseball, our in-season period is going to last about 6 months or so. So it's going to start right around January 1st with our preseason, and hopefully it goes to about July 1st or so. That's if we play in the national championship. So from preseason to finish, it's going to be about six months. As far as periodization goes, it's a tough subject for me. With team sports, we need to prepare for the demands of the sport first and foremost. And I'm not necessarily, I think too many strength coaches get caught up and worried about peaking. What we've always seen is strength coaches want to peak strength right before the preseason starts. Let's have our guys at their strongest, when to me, that's not the way you do it whatsoever. What we need to do is we need to prepare for the demands of the sport, and we should be peaking those as we get into the preseason. So when we talk about the demands, think about the movements, the energy systems, the bioenergetics. If you have GPS, you know exactly how far your guys run, how far they jog, how far they how many sprints above 85 or 90% that they hit on the field. GPS data for us is massive because I can prepare our guys for those specific demands before we ever get to the preseason. And where you see the breakdowns are when those acute workloads jump way too high above what they've previously been doing, their chronic workloads. That's where we see all these injuries. And so to me, the periodization model in team sports, I think it's great in an individual sport, and I think it can be adapted very easily there. But in team sports, you have so many different motor abilities that you have to attack. In soccer, in football, in baseball, they have to do a little bit of everything. And so I'm not going to have specific blocks of this thing where I don't have something else included. And then we move on to another specific block where this isn't included. To me, I'm going to use a vertical integrated system where everything is being trained. For us, everything is skill, speed, power, and strength. All right. All of those facets are being trained year round. It's only that one thing might have a little bit more based on the time of year. One thing might get a little bit more stimulus based on the time of year. As we get closer to the preseason, I can guarantee you skill and speed are going to be the things that are emphasized more, because we're not going to squat on field. We're not going to lift weights on the field, right? They have to be ready to roll into preseason and have already matched the demands that they're going to face that first day of practice, right? In running volumes, running intensity, how many swings, how many throws, all of those things, they need to have matched that as they get into the preseason period.